give Lander all the credit. They came out ready to play, playing confident. That's why they've won 12 in a row now, 13. And just, boy, had us on our heels. You know, we've made our hay this year on defense, and they've made their hay on offense, and offense won today. They scored 72. Our goal was, we felt like their average was 79. If we could keep them in the 60s, we'd have a chance to win. And we almost did that, but we won the statistical categories we wanted except for free throws. We missed 8 free throws, lose by 4. 50% from the free throw line in a close game isn't going to get it done. And giving up 72 in our own gym was disappointing. So, but I give Coach Pedersen and Lander all the credit in the world. They deserve the championship, and they outplayed us today.
You talked about difficulty in stopping Crum.
Oh, man. It's like she was playing downhill and the rest of us were running uphill. And, you know, she's a right-handed player that loves to go left. We knew that. We tried zone, you know, but then we felt like we had to go back man because they were making too many threes. And so, I mean, she just took it to us. Even when we felt like we had her walled off, she would cross over, spin back, and she would just create a crease. I thought she made, you know, she goes 9 for 15, and I bet 4 of those 9 were just tough shots, finishing with contact, outside the lane, jump shots. So, I mean, she was just a great player today, hard to stop.
You put Michelle on over 4 minutes. Was that the first time you put Michelle in the game?
It was. You know, I thought Michelle's length might bother her, and but I think Michelle was also fatigued. Gabby was in foul trouble, so we had to do something. Brittany was in foul trouble and was having a hard time containing her, so we just tried to go with something different. You know, hindsight 2020, maybe should have went zone again just to give them a different look. You know, and as I'll tell my team in the locker room, it's their job to get us here. It's my job to get us over the hump, and I didn't do that. Special situation play at the end, that's not where the ball was supposed to go. It's supposed to go to Mitchell after she back screened for Ashley, and we just, you know, got a little too excited and just throw it to the first white jersey we saw. But that's on me. I hadn't put Bria Walker in that situation enough for her to be confident and know exactly where the ball's supposed to go to. So that's coaching.
Can you talk a little bit about the start, because they jumped off that quick start?
Yeah, and that's what they've been known to do here in the last several games. They've just been, man, just jump started, boom, boom, boom. And tonight it wasn't us turning the ball over. You know, it was just they were getting anything they wanted offensively, and we were getting one and done on the offensive end. We just couldn't make a shot. You look at our three-point percentage, 2 for 11. I think we made 1 in the first half. It was just a struggle to get the ball to go in the hole for us and for them. I mean, they got it in the paint, and it went in often.
Did everybody just come out a little bit flat?
I don't know if it was flat. I just think that, you know, once they start driving it down your throat and you're playing back on your heels, you know, it just makes you start second-guessing what we're doing, I guess. And then offensively, Lander, I mean, they just do a great job. They're athletic. They get in you. They make it hard for you to run your stuff. Even as we talked about Ashley and I at halftime, they make you play faster than you want to play. Even when we didn't turn it over against their full-court pressure, when we got it across half court, we weren't really in our spacing. We weren't executing. We weren't running our stuff cleanly. They made it a struggle.
Ashley, can you talk a little bit about what problems they presented for you guys when you tried to do that?
Yes, I do agree with Coach Norton. They definitely did, you know, try to speed us up, which I felt like they did pretty much the whole game, and we were just kind of antsy on our feet and just could never really find that calm place and just calm down. And, you know, it's unfortunate, though. You know, Lander, I do commend them. They, you know, have an extraordinary post-game and excellent guards, and it was a battle. I mean, you know, Columbus State, we've achieved a lot as well, and it's just, that was one of those games. But, you know, I just have to stay positive. You know, we are still a great team, and this is just a moment that, you know, great teams have moments like this. They will lose just to come on top and win again.
You guys clawed back, though.
Yes,
I mean,
we did.
Down by 10, and you guys clawed back and managed to tie the game up.
Mm-hmm. Just too many breakdowns, too many turnovers, you know, at the wrong moment. Lander did stay on the free throw line, which, you know, we should have, you know, played more defense, kept our hands off. I do agree. But, you know, it happens, and you just cannot be down about it. We just have to prepare for regionals, hopefully, and we made it to regionals, which I'm pretty sure we did, and just prepare, get ready, and be ready to win.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Carrie, we fought back. We gave ourselves a chance to win. That's what you ask against a good team in a championship. When you're not playing your best, you know, poor Brittany Tatum just couldn't get the ball to go in the hole, and she had 20 yesterday. So, It was just one of those things, shooting the ball, free throw wouldn't go in, but we gave ourselves a chance to win, didn't execute down the stretch the last few seconds. And, again, I give the players the credit. It's my job to put them in a place to execute successfully, and I didn't do that.
You got a lot of contribution from Michelle and Ashley, and really didn't get statistically anything from anybody else to speak of. I mean, what do you think that's attributable to, and what do you do to correct that in the tournament?
Well, Stephen and I actually had a conversation, I think it was late last night. We've had a nice three-headed monster in Ashley, Michelle, and Brittany, and the ball just didn't go in for Brittany, so we expect her to bounce back. I already told her that sitting out there while they were doing the all-conference awards. So I just said, hey, keep your head up. You're one of the big reasons we're here in the first place, and one bad game doesn't define a season or a career. So we'll have a day off tomorrow, and we'll get in the gym and we'll work at it and try to get ready for the NCAA regional. And we do need, Gabby is our defensive stopper and kind of does a little bit of everything. You got to do a better job maybe isolating her, getting her some opportunities to drive the ball, which is what she does best. 5 shots isn't probably enough for her. And then AJ, we need more production out of our other post player. And but we got to keep her on the floor. She stays in foul trouble, so it makes it difficult.
Actually, when your teammates are struggling, does that put more pressure on you and Michelle to try to carry the
I
team?
wouldn't necessarily say it puts pressure on us, but it's frustrating because both Michelle and I have faith, a lot of faith in these girls. And when they're not performing up to par, it frustrates us a little bit. It just makes us wonder, do you want the game, do you want to win as bad as we do? It's all about effort. And tonight I feel like, our bench could have contributed more, but we will be in the gym working on our skills. And that's all there is to say about it. We'll be ready.
Why did you elect to not have Michelle up here?
That's discipline reasons for coach, from the coach's standpoint. I was disappointed that she didn't come out to accept her all-tournament award. And so we'll deal with that as a team matter this week.
Well, I don't know what to say except for we're extremely proud of these girls out here. I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to coach this team right now. We've talked a few times through these media sessions about the journey of this team. We say all the time, you learn through your losses. And you look at some of our Fayetteville states, you look at the Aiken game, learned a lot. We look at the Clayton game where we lost as badly as we had all season. And this team has just grown and grown. I've been very blessed to coach a lot of great teams, but I don't know if I've ever had a team end a season on a 13-game winning streak like we are currently right now, which is, we know in the Peach Belt, to go 16-3 in the regular season, to come out and win the Peach Belt tournament, to have to do it on a team's home floor who's got some outstanding players. Jonathan Norton does a tremendous job coaching that team. They were very well prepared. And just give these kids a lot of credit for them to come in. We say all the time, it's coach's job to get them out there, and then the players, they just have to go do what they're capable of doing. And the kids beside me and the kids who are in the locker room right now, they just made plays out there. They came out and they really elevated their games. And just can't tell you how proud we are for that team. You look at the Peach Belt, we go 16-3, Columbus goes 16-3, because we were kind of the outsider. When things got started, we lost a few more conference games than most of these other teams. And so I think as we've come along, I think we've been considered as that 3rd or 4th team in the league for a while. We had to chase Augusta for a while. We had Francis Marion was right there with us. Clayton beat us, Columbus beat us, so we were chasing those teams all year long. And it's great for these kids to come out and to tie with 16-3 with Columbus and then to go win the Peach Belt tournament on the road. It's something these kids, to be a part of a year like that is phenomenal. And I'll just say this too, to have your men's team do it at the same time. What a great day to be a Bearcat. Just very proud of these young ladies and everything they do for our program.
Let's talk a little bit about the game today. Looks like the way the game started kind of looked like the way yesterday's game ended. You guys could pretty much do whatever you wanted to do. That stopped about late the first, early second quarter. What did they do to adjust, and how did you counter-adjust?
Well, I'm pretty sure if you ask these guys, they wouldn't say we felt like we could do whatever we wanted to. I thought Columbus did a very good job defensively. They're so big in there. Michelle Mitchell, it's amazing. That kid, you can play great defense. I was very proud of the way our kids were playing defense, and she's still making plays. She just elevates and she scores, and she's so strong and just seems to come up with every big play when they need one. Ashley Azuzu makes a move on the baseline. I'm just looking at Jonathan trying to get his attention because I just wanted to just look at me and laugh because there's nothing else you can do when a kid makes a move like that. But it was just a great job for them to come out. strong because with Columbus, as tight as they are defensive, you don't get off to a good start. That court starts feeling about this big out there. And there were times tonight when it did. They went zone. We had to readjust. The crowd here was fantastic. The pep band was very good. No one could hear ourselves think out there. And that's what we talked a lot about at halftime was kind of readjusting. Because even though we were able to maintain the lead, I don't know, did we trail during? I'm not sure if we.
You never trailed.
Okay.
Once at the end, but that was it.
So, but it just felt like it was a tooth and nail game all the way through.
I'll go over to Bree right now. Towards the second half, quarter especially, I guess it was just your game to lose, basically. I mean, you had the ball in your hand every time it came down the court. Is that the way you wanted it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a senior, so it was either put up or shut up. So my teammates put me in a great spot. You know, they trusted me to get the ball, and, you know, I just try to do whatever I could do to help us win this game.
Talk about the guard play on Columbus, and defensively, you always had this slip back, the quick first step, get to the basket. Were you going to attack the rim at every opportunity?
Yeah, I thought that was one of my biggest advantages is that, you know, I can keep attacking because I would get them off the first step. But my teammates did a good job of, you know, making sure that I was encouraged. And even though I missed a shot here or there, they were always there to help me, pick me back up and stuff like that. I mean, Columbus did a great job at defending me. I just think that I just had the will to put the ball in the basket.
Talk about defense on your end, and you guys played full court press pretty much the entire time. You didn't get many turnovers off of that press, but you disrupted them in other ways. Talk about how they attacked you.
I mean, they did a great job. Like Coach said, you know, they did go on their run, and we had to adjust to it. We just kept on trying to stay motivated and said, hey, you know, they're going to go on the run, and we just got to stay with it. And, you know, we just got to make them do something they don't want to do. And if they take a shot, we need to box out and push it in transition.
Kevin, I'll go back to you just for a second. Talking about, you mentioned at some point, it looked like Columbus' strategy was to give the ball to Michelle and let her do whatever. But what you guys did, and they talked about it in their press conference, was you had Michelle, you had Ashley Zuzu, but then nobody else, really. Was that kind of, were you just going to let Michelle have her 30 or whatever it is?
No.
As long as everybody else is kind of shut down, though. She can't win it all by herself.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I've tried that before. That was not our game plan tonight. She earned 30 points with us trying to stop the kid, trying to throw out. In timeouts, we're saying, hey, listen, double team the kid, get the ball out of her hands, sag off her, make her hit the outside shot. We're doing everything we could to try and work on her. And, you know, I will say this, you know, I'm not sure their point guard, Tatum's numbers may not reflect it. I thought that kid, you know, from a scouting report, that kid deserves a lot of respect. For them to turn the ball over 6 times against us, we worked our tails off trying to press them and to turn them over. So you got to give her credit. It may not show up in the box score. That kid did a phenomenal job. So did is it Gabby Williams, number 4. They did a great job coming out of handling our pressure. For us, I can't remember last time someone only turned the ball over 6 times, and I promise you we didn't win that game whenever that was. So, but like I said, we were very fortunate we were able to disrupt them in the half court. They're so tough. If you can't shorten the shot clock up a little bit by pressuring them, getting them into the ball maybe a little bit differently, they're as good of a half court team as you're going to find in this league.
I'll go over to Brochet right now. About the low post game, second chance opportunity, got a lot of offensive rebounds, but they didn't necessarily translate into putbacks the way you wanted to. What did you see down on the low post?
Well, I was going against some great post players, and just the chance that I got the offensive rebounds and I put my team in that position to at least try to get some more points, that was, you know, good enough for me. It didn't fall like I wanted it to, but as long as I got the chance, I just feel like I was putting my team in a good position.
Talk about down on the offensive end, and the ball would come down to you. It looked like you were very effective down low against Zuzu and their other post players. How did you have it? What kind of game do you think you had?
It was all right game. You know, it was okay. You know, Azuzu, she's a tough defender. I just did what I could to put the ball in the basket. It was not in any way easy, but I did what I had to do to help my team get this win tonight.
All right, Coach, we'll end it with you. Go ahead. It's possible you jump up a seat or 2 here with the announcement coming out tonight, maybe avoid being in the limestone part of the bracket. Has that been on your mind at all ahead of this, or you just focused on what you had?
Yeah, it's kind of like when I first looked at the bracket and saw we're playing 8:30 on Saturday last night. And your first reaction to something like that is, oh, geez, you start thinking about all the negatives and all the bad stuff. And then you start thinking, you know what, we're just glad to be in the tournament. And wherever they tell us to play, we're going to play. And whoever they tell us to play, we're going to play. And that's our job, is no matter who we play, no matter what time we play, no matter where we play, just worry about what you can control. And that's just going to be the same thing with Limestone. At this point, every team's a good team. I've had a 7 seed beat a 2 seed before, and I've been a 2 seed and I've lost to a 7 seed before. As far as what seed we get, you know, that's up to the committee. I will say, is the Peach Belt, we co-champions with East Division, but co-champion overall with Columbus, and then you win the tournament on their home floor. I would hope that would be enough to earn a 2 seed. But if they give us a 3 seed, we're not going to argue. We'll say thank you, and we'll look at who we have to play. You know, at this point, every team's great. Whether you play a Peach Bell team or a non-conference team, it's always a little bit nice to play someone new. But we're just thankful to be where we are. This team, we had 6 losses in January, early in January. And to get to where this team has got to, it's amazing to think we could even be a 2 seed. Based on the run these kids have gone through. So we're just really enjoying the ride. We're very proud of what they've done. And we'll go play wherever they send us, happily.
All right, guys, congratulations on a great game. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.